quickly jerk it down, as if the mysterious neighbor can see through my walls. Murphy huffs from his dog bed, and I roll my head over to look at him. Don't judge me. You know Peach Hollow never gets any new people. I'm desperate to talk to someone below the age of 75. Murphy seems unaffected by my plight for youthful human interaction. It's my own fault, really. I chose Peach Hollow because it embodied safety and peace at a time I needed it most. At the time, I didn't care that there were no people my age, except the occasional grandkids who visited. I just cared about being in an environment opposite of what I was in before. Now, years later, I work from home running my Etsy business, selling invitation templates and stationery, and have no friends. None. Well, except my best friend, Caroline. She lives hundreds of miles away, though, so we only see each other through video chat. I could move, but the thought of starting over again scares me. So here I stay, bored and in dire need of conversation. The rumble of a truck makes me stiffen, memories of times past flitting through my mind for a moment before I can tamp them down. Closing my eyes, I listen and hear footsteps. Then 2 male voices having a conversation I can't quite make out. I think we should check the mail, I tell Murphy, even though I know the mailman, Leonard, came and went already with nothing for me. But my neighbor wasn't here when the mail truck came by, so he wouldn't know that I'd already gone out and checked. I run my fingertips through my hair and then smooth down my cream sweater. Even though I rarely see anyone but myself in the mirror each day, I still like to dress nice. Growing up, I couldn't wear what I liked, so now I take advantage of every freedom I have. The bite of January air hits me as soon as I open my door, and I tuck my arms around myself to brace for the cold. My outfit isn't exactly conducive to spending any more than a few minutes outside. Murphy trots dutifully beside me as I walk to the end of my driveway. I don't look to my right even once, for fear of drawing more attention to myself. But when I get to my mailbox, I angle my body toward my neighbor's house and try to sneak a glance while pretending to check the mail. The man from earlier meets my gaze as he walks out of the cottage and beams at me, waving as if we were lifelong friends. I blink in surprise at the contrast between his earlier scowl and now. I give a tentative wave back and open my mouth to say hello. But the greeting dies on my lips when a carbon copy of the man I'm waving to walks out of the cottage. Twins. It's then that I begin to catalog the differences between the two. One is smiling and the other scowling. One has artfully messy hair, while the other has shorter, tamed hair. They're both wearing the exact same black shirt, though, which is odd. I thought most twins abandoned dressing similarly once they exited grade school. Or at least the few sets of twins I know did. Scowly twin looks me over. Then, without so much as a nod in my direction, he disappears into the storage container. Sorry about him, Smiley twin yells across the yard. He gets nervous around beautiful women. My face heats at his forward compliment. Grayson, Scowly twin barks, and I duck my head, giggling. If you're here to help, help. If not, leave. Grayson winks at me, then goes to help his brother carry in a gorgeous apothecary cabinet. I walk slowly back to my front door, letting Murphy sniff around the yard to buy me some time. They don't seem to struggle at all carrying the large antique by themselves, made known by the fact that Grayson is chattering as if they were carrying an empty cardboard box. His brother says nothing, but I don't think it's because of overexertion. I'm forced to walk inside when Murphy paws at the door. If I don't let him in, he'll start to whine and draw attention. My living room is nice and warm when I return, making me aware of how cold it is outside. I was too distracted by the twins to notice. The differences between the two brothers were interesting, to say the least. My new neighbor does not seem to be a people person, but his taste in furniture was surprising, and there's